Hi everyone, I'm your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to everyone for your support. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to my day one subscriber. I appreciate you guys. I need for you all to listen to this video. Yes, listen to it from beginning to end. Continue to engage in the comment section respectfully. And let me jump right into the topic.
I mean, all of them was in on it. My daughter, everybody. My mama filed, trying to take my money, bro, trying to put me on child support. Bring that ass here. Dirty ass, bro. After I buy your daughter an $80,000 car. 16 years old. $80,000 car, paid for. You put Boosie on child support and think you gonna keep a car? Bring that here. Yeah, that's why she left this summer. She knew her mama had filed child support. I ain't know I got blindsided. Bring that here. $80,000 car. You put me on child support.
Okay, everyone. I won't keep you all long. Well, I'll try not to. I'll try not to. As you can see, what this video is going to be about. Yes, Boosie's daughter, who goes by the name of, I think, Tori Pressure. She is believed to be about 16 years old. Well, she suffered a huge meltdown this weekend all over social media against her father, Boosie. His real name is Torrance. And today is Sunday, you guys. Hope your Sunday is going well. Hope your Sunday is going well. It's being reported that from Boosie's own mouth, as you heard, as you can see from the clip I played in the beginning of this video, that Boosie took back the $80,000 Mercedes vehicle he purchased for his daughter for her 16th birthday. And let me just speak to that clip really quickly. Boosie, she is your daughter too, and you are wrong for taking back that car. Even if the daughter was in on whatever you are alleging she was in on with the mother, let her keep the car. Just wash your hands with it. You know, the car, let her keep it. And let the child support situation work out in court. In my opinion, you guys, it's just my opinion, that is a petty move. Petty and cowardly, taking something back because you think someone is trying to get over on you or run a scam or whatever the case may be. A real G would say F it. In my opinion, a real man would see it as nothing meaning car and just say if his daughter was technically or in on something sneaky with the mom, then let, you know, the courts handle whatever out in terms of that. But in my opinion, if the daughter was on something sneaky with the mother, the mom is very wrong involving a daughter in all of this. That's if. Okay. I will come back with more of my thoughts on all of that. But back to Boosie, just to give you all a little information on who he is for those who are new to my channel, just head on over to the community section, head on over to my short section and video section, get a little bit more information about who Boosie the rapper is. But also, he is a businessman as well as an American rapper. I think Boosie has about 8 or 9, maybe 10 kids, I don't know, by multiple females. Boosie is always on social media, inserting his opinion on many different topics, just like Cardi B. Sometimes I'll be wondering, are they entertainers or business people or are they bloggers? But hey, that's neither here nor there. I digress because both of them are very vocal about things, and some celebrities are not as vocal. They're in the lab working on their art, they're in the studio, they're making a movie, that is that. I'm not saying that you don't have freedom of speech, but yeah, this is whatever. Also, Boosie is known for doing many interviews with Vlad on Vlad TV. Okay, now back to his situation. His daughter, well, she went off Tori went off. Let me share a screenshot of what she said. She also did a video or went live on Instagram. I don't follow her. She's 16. I don't follow Boosie. I do follow another one of Boosie's daughters on Instagram. And I think you guys, I think people are kind of getting this daughter, Tori, and the Poison Ivy mixed up. I don't think they're the same, but Poison Ivy, I believe, is 18 or 19. So I do follow her because she's an entertainer and she's a rap artist and she has passion for music or whatever. But to me, she raps better than her dad. She does. She raps better than her dad. But yeah, so this particular daughter, she's 16. Again, I won't be showing the live video she did on my channel basically because it was just, oh gosh, it was reckless. And I think also his daughter's mother has always had like a toxic relationship with Boosie, meaning she is like the baby mama Boosie is always having like a problem with, or she's having a problem with Boosie from a toxic co-parenting relationship situation. And I'm going to do probably another video on this because there is some clips floating around with this particular baby mama for some years ago. Boosie and her were into it. So, but yeah, so they've been having like somewhat challenging, situations and things of that nature in terms of co-parenting. Here is a screenshot I'm going to share with you from Tori. Her going off. She posted some stuff on Instagram. I don't know if she's on Twitter. She did a live video. Again, I'm not going to show the video, but here is the screenshot. Okay, not sure if you guys can see this. I'm going to try to read it as much as possible, but it states, this is Tori Pressure. Don't know blank run in my blood. My mama blood run all through me like she damn near made me herself. Torrance just a sperm donor. That ain't my father. Don't act like one, never did. Only acted like one when he knew props was going to be given or just for social media. Old social media loving hate ninjas. Okay, so that was the post Tori Pressure did on Instagram about her dad, her father, Boosie, Bad AZZ. And yeah, she was heated. Again, Boosie took back the 80K Mercedes because he's alleging that this particular baby mama took him to child support. I don't think Boosie is on child support for any of his kids, so he's feeling some kind of way. But Boosie's baby mama, she did speak on the situation as well. And let me go ahead and play a clip of that, and then I will come back with more of my commentary, reaction, and opinion.
About a 16-year-old car getting taken by her father who financed it.
Okay, I'm going to pause right there. I agree too. This is not cool, and I know there are always three sides to every story. I'm just not liking any of this, and that's just my opinion really wholeheartedly overall about the situation, it being played out on social media. But we are living in a different time, a different era, and the youth, they take things to social media. I do not believe Boosie took this to social media first. If someone knows any differently, because it's just been going back and forth all weekend. If someone knows any differently, just drop it in the comment section. I think his daughter, Tori, was the one that took it, to social media. But in my opinion, Boosie should not have responded via social media or commented. But here we go. Let me play more.
What? Control the next person. If he feel he can't control the situation, ain't no. Everybody still just keep talking about the car. How many cars I done went through? You know how many times I done wrecked on site and went got one the same day and said ambulance? But this one I couldn't walk away from. Just because this child wanted to come home and help her mama because her mama cannot walk. Started all this. And if any mothers on here, don't ever make your child pick between the mama and the daddy. That is for an individual.
Okay, you guys. You heard that clip from Boosie's baby mama. That's Tori's mom. That's believed to be Tori's mom. I hold both parents accountable. Unpopular opinion, baby girl, Boosie's daughter, Tori, is hurt. Period. It's hurt. I don't blame her. She is 16 and this toxic energy is coming from somewhere. She didn't learn this overnight. All of this is somewhat triggering for me and disappointing. I blame the parents because kids learn from their household and environment. And it's not all about money and cars. So Boosie is dead ass wrong for taking back a car. I could see if she was failing in school, got arrested, got into some trouble, dropping out of school, being very disrespectful to her mother. I can see that. I can see he reprimanding her or giving her consequences like, you know what, no, I'm taking that car back. But Boosie literally said proudly, as you heard in that first clip, he took it back because of child support. Nah, like I said before, that is a coward move, everyone. Period. It's a coward move. You basically using your money and possessions as a weapon. You weaponizing the materialistic things. And in my opinion, I don't even think that matters to Boosie's daughter or the mom. Boosie is wrong. And if the baby mama inserted the child in this mess, she is wrong too. Because it sounds like Tory was living with Boosie. In my opinion, it sounds like that. So why would he be paying child support? If this is the case, if this is the story, if this is totally what, and I know it's like different sides to different stories all the time, but if just hypothetically speaking, say that this is the case. Baby girl was living with Boosie, going to school in Boosie's area. Her residence on paper is Boosie residence. But if she was just simply going home to check on her mom and Boosie paranoid thinking other, then I don't know, he need to seek therapy or something, because I don't know, he probably was paranoid. But it sounds like the way Boosie is talking is as if she was going home to live with the mom. So I don't know, what are your thoughts? Because I don't know the dynamics of all of this. It's been so much back and forth, and again, it's three sides every story. But like I said, now if she left to move back, just say with the mom, then that is suspect to me. Because from a legal perspective, if Tory resides, this baby girl resides with Boosie and goes to school in the area and lives there with him most of the time, primarily, legally, Boosie would not really have to pay child support, especially if the daughter is just visiting the mom and Boosie, providing most of the care for her. So, but if she was just simply going home to help take care of her mom temporarily, why would child support be filed? I don't know. It just seemed like there's some pieces missing to this. But all this will definitely be worked out in court from a child support perspective. I'm going to say this much about child support, Boosie. Side note, child support is child support. You can't fight child support. You can't fight that. It's either, because you're going to pay. So if the baby girl is going to be living with the mom, then you're going to pay child support whether you like it or not. Period. Now, you may not have to pay back pay, but you're going to pay because that's just the law. Period. Ain't no way of child support if the child is not primarily living with you. Now, if the child is primarily living with the parent, and then depending on the laws or wherever they're at, because that you have to take that into consideration. If the child is primarily living with one of the parents and they consider both household incomes, that can be adjusted, especially because the child is living with the parent, one parent most of the time. But anyway, I digress for that. But y'all know how Boosie feels about courts, etc., about stitches, courts. So if this particular baby mama did something like that, Boosie is not rocking with it. So he is probably using all of this as an excuse as well to possibly take, to act out like this and take back the car. And especially if someone gets him in court on paper. But to my understanding, Boosie does not, like I said, pay child support for none of his kids because they are well taken care of. And I've always said it seems like Boosie was a good father, that he's present. I don't think he's like a social media dad, but I'm going to say this much. Having multiple kids and stuff, it is difficult. Even I have 3. It's difficult managing multiple, 2 kids, so I can only imagine having 8, 9, all around the same age almost, and maybe a couple a little older. How do you spread yourself in terms of bonding, in terms of one-on-ones? Somebody is going to be neglected. Let's just be real in terms of an emotional and mental perspective. Forget all the material things and all of that. Let's go dive deep into the substance of being a parent. And no one is perfect in terms of parenting. I'm not perfect, and there's no book on parenting, how to parent. So but as I grow older and as I learn and things of that nature, I've learned that wow, it's just the kids are not. And then I can speak up on myself. I'm not even concerned about like the material things. When I was younger, it was the emotions, the missing that connection, but yeah. I think some of the other moms did not agree with Boosie keeping the kids with him primarily. I remember I saw something like some years ago when how Boosie, I don't know if he did an interview or something floating around or whatever, but he probably was doing an interview or he's always talking. He wanted his kids to live with him, but the thing is with that, if you're working an entertainer, entrepreneur, and all of that, and you're not at home, and then you may have people in and out. Granted, I think Boosie moms live with him on the estate because it's a huge estate, and she helps with the kids that are there. I think the moms did not agree with that because Boosie is not home all the time. So yeah, some of the moms. So primarily, if the kids are there and you're not there, they might as well be home with me. The other parents. So, but I don't believe that is on child support for any of his kids. I do not agree with Boosie. You agree with Boosie's baby mama talking about you're never supposed to, as a parent, pin a child against the other parent. Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with that. And I can definitely relate to that when it comes to my ex-husband. And that is another story for another day. Yeah, he tried something like that. It's like, wait a minute, we ain't doing that. Anyway, also Boosie baby mama is wrong in my opinion. How does a kid know about child support? Mind you, this has not even hit the public about one of Boosie baby mamas taking him to child support court. Heck, TMZ knows all about court situations first, and they would have got that information first before, usually before the people and families find out about it. So why does a 16-year-old know if their mom filed child support against their daddy? And if Boosie brought this to her attention, then he's wrong as well. Both parents, in my opinion, it's starting with the parents, you guys. That's just me, my opinion. That is none of a child's business. A child should not be in the middle of a parental drama, inserting themselves with child support. I mean, not inserting themselves, but the parents inserting the kids about child support, the financial part. They shouldn't know. What the heck? It's not what you do. It's all about how you do it. And believe me, when the kid becomes an adult, when any child becomes an adult, they will learn the truth about both parents eventually, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the last thing any parent should do, and this is just, from my own experience, is pin one parent against the other. No, because eventually that child will become an adult. That child will begin to have their own thought process. Their child will end up connecting the dots and be looking at one of or both parents funny. So it's like, wow, what kind of, parents were y'all, but hopefully they get therapy because this is not good for baby girl. That baby girl is hurt. That video I saw of her, she is hurt. She is hurt. So I don't blame her for her meltdown. What is wrong? Absolutely. Was it wrong? Absolutely. It was wrong, but I don't blame her. I blame both parents. Heck, and just insert a situation in my life in the past, many, many moons ago. I snapped on my parents at the age of 15, 16, and we lived in the hood. I wasn't privileged, but by my pain and hurt was just totally misplaced due to an unhealthy household and the things that I witnessed coming up. It started at home. Parents. It starts at home. First line of defense is us, parents. My getaway, and when I was a teenager, was other teenagers. And that was crazy because we all were dealing with something within our household. So it was like the blind leading the blind. But yeah, I had a meltdown. Both of my parents called bullets for me. Pow, pow, pow. My emotions all over the place. My hormones all over the place. I'm trying to find myself mentally. I'm a teenager, this and that. This is what's going on. That's what's going on. But my parents, I'm sitting back watching things happening with the parents in the household. That stuff will mess a child up. However, I am in a much better space now in my latter years with my parents, and all is well, you guys. Yeah, all is well, and I love them both, especially my daddy. I'm not gonna lie, I love my daddy so much, you guys. My daddy and I, we be on the phone talking for hours. He be like, "Let me get off this phone. You got me on the phone talking like I'm a female, gossiping with you." I love my daddy. I actually talk to him more, everyone, than I talk to my mom. Whew, I'm getting a little emotional now, just kind of like speaking about this, sidebar or whatever. I love my mommy too, but there was some things that took place in my childhood against me, driven by my mom, that should have never happened. Neither one of my parents were perfect, but my primary caretaker was my mom, and she did her dirt too. So I'm just going to call it what it is, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful manner or putting my business out there. I love my parents. We're so past all of that, but I'm just trying to connect the dots and show you guys how, as teenagers from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, those are critical years. And kids start to really see the hypocrisy in some parents as well. Kids start to connect the dots and see who does what and who's doing this and that. And why are my parents, why they can't just get along? And man, you telling me to do this, but you're doing that. do as I say, not as I do, but they want to try to, as far as like, and I'm not saying that parents are supposed to be disrespected at all. No, but parents supposed to lead by example. And I'm not saying parents are perfect. Being a human being is just a challenge in itself. So so I know all about that. I am a mom too. And my parental skills is not perfect. It wasn't perfect with my boys and whatever. But I'm gonna tell you this much: what I've learned, I learned to be open and transparent with my kids, especially going into having my second child. I'm not going to sit up here. It's levels to it. Now, I'm not going to give them everything at once, but okay, this is what happened with this, or this is where this is at, or why you want my oldest son. My oldest son is by my high school sweetheart, not by my ex-husband. My oldest son, I had him before I got married. So, questions come up like why y'all didn't work out? Why is this? Why is that? Or why did this happen? Why did you choose that person? And this and that. So you know what? Right, let's have these conversations. I ain't finna sit up here and hide it and be like, oh, that's none of your business, this and that. But it's levels to it. Do I give it to him all at once? No, absolutely not. So I'm just trying to connect the dots when it comes to Boosie and his situation with his daughter. Kids, they act out. They do. So I don't blame baby girl. And if anything, I have compassion and grace for her. I do. It starts with the parents. It starts at home, and no parent is perfect. But like I said, I love my daddy. And I got married young, you guys, and I bought my first car. And I didn't have, like I said, we lived in the hood. I didn't have all this. We lived in the hood, and we lived really well, in terms of material things. But I got married young, and then I bought my own car after marriage, So it's not all about material things. It's not all about it's really the substance of a household, the dynamics of a household, from the traditions that you implement as a family. And what is wealth is the teachings when you teach your kids things that not the world could teach, or not that a school could teach. Because parenting continues, you're just instilling certain values within them, and also, more importantly, being lead by example. But I could write a book on some things. Your girl that makes can write a book, and you know what? It will be coming in the future. I'm seriously. And if I can help one person, then my job here on earth is done. I would definitely use my experience or situation or events in my life as an example for someone. So, but okay, so. What are your thoughts on this whole matter? Drop a comment. I will have a poll going on in a community section based off of what we all know thus far about all of this. I'm sure the whole story is not being told from either side in terms of the parents. So who do you think is in the wrong in this situation? Do you believe Boosie is in the wrong? Do you believe the baby mama, or both? Head on over to my community section and vote. Cast your votes. I have polls going on. Lastly, this is just an example, everyone, about having kids with multiple people, whether you are male or female. Let me give you, the youth, some advice. Vet the person and their background before you just start procreating and having kids with them. Check out their family dynamics. A lot of people are out here unhealed from childhood situations, and they are bringing children into this world, creating kids unresponsibly, in my opinion. Like I said, as unhealed parents, you're out here procreating, but I would suggest seek help or therapy and address your past before adding a new baby into the mix of your life. Because no one wins when a family feuds. Like this video, you guys. Share this video. Let me know your thoughts. Again, the poll is going on in the community section. Thank you all for your support. I'm over 1K plus subs. I will be doing a giveaway. It's going to be epic. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.